Okay, to get the frame assembly for the dash removed, there's a few bolts and nut and the fuse box that need to be removed. So go over that. To remove the fuse box, it's held on by those slides on either side. So let me get the light. So you can see that this is slid down into there, so you're just gonna basically pull it up through that slot and out, and it's basically the same thing on this side. Do that slot. That. Do that slot and pull it out. And then you're gonna have to, I think I'm gonna have to fish it through once I pull the actual frame out. So you get that out, and then there's, I think these are, 13s. So there's one 13 right there. There's another 13 right here. It's actually shoved down in because I moved it up out a little bit, but there's 13 there. Let me get to the other side. And then this comes pretty loose. There's a 13 here. Another 13 right there. And there's 13 here. Goes through there. So for the steering column, since it's tied to the frame right there, those two locations, I removed those two bolts and nuts from underneath. Actually, they're not the nuts for it. These nuts actually go, so there's actually 4 mounting points for the steering column. 1, 2, which is 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 3 and 4. And you might even see it on this side, but it's kind of slumped down a little bit. There's going to be, you can see them. There's going to be studs sticking out. You got to take those out so you can lower the steering column. I don't know if I need to disconnect this harness and pull the whole thing out, or if I can just kind of get it out this way without removing that. The only thing I see tied to the frame is this wire right here, the fuse box, obviously. Oh, there's one other. So I removed this foam piece. This is the only piece of foam that I needed to remove. It's just held on by a screw and a couple clips in the back to get to mysterious nut I couldn't find there for a little while. I think it's a 10mm nut. It's back in, sorry, it's back in here. You can see that it's held on by that tab, so that's slid up in there. And I think that's it. I think this thing will remove after I do this. I may have to disconnect some cables going to there's a box behind this. Pretty sure I need to unclip some cables to this, and then when I get there, I'll make another video, but so far that's as far as I've gotten. So yeah, the steering column is basically held up by this giant wire right there. Doesn't seem to be hurting anything at this point. But I think, yeah, once I get this removed, if I missed anything,